Hello everyone, welcome to the Grower's Mindset. In this video series, I will teach from start to finish the absolute easiest, fail-proof way to grow fireweed anywhere indoors. For this video series, I will be growing a sour crack autoflower from seed to harvest. Welcome to the beginning, episode 1, where I show you how to start growing cannabis. As a homegrower, hobbyist, and connoisseur, I have a passion project to spread knowledge of how to grow this beautiful plant. Also, I want to say that anyone can do this. Trust me, you can do it. This video and series is made to teach the bare basics of growing autoflower cannabis and help get you to your first successful harvest, even if you know nothing about plants or life sciences. Now, to start, these are all of the minimum resources you will need for growing indoor. You need Roots organic soil, Happy Frog all-purpose dry amendments, Happy Frog fruit and flower dry amendments, digital pH meter, fans, 100% lemon juice or baking soda, pure worm castings, and of course, finally your seeds. This is not sponsored, but I get my seeds at Multiverse Beans. The owner Paul personally helped me when I first started out growing and really welcomed me into the growing community. Plus, he gives tons of cool stickers and freebies and has a wide variety of amazing top-tier genetics for autoflowers and photos. Again, this is not sponsored. So now that is all out of the way, let's get to how I set up the tent. Now in this tent, it's a 2x2 foot base and it's 4 feet tall. At the top, I have a carbon filter and an exhaust fan to bring all the old hot air inside the tent to outside. I have a single fan aimed down towards the light and plants. This is to cool the light down and also to simulate wind, which the seedlings need to grow strong. Once you have everything that you need, it's time to start setting up our medium. To start, I simply pour soil into these fabric pots while shaking the pot every now and then to help the soil set. Once the pot is 60% full of soil, I grab half a handful of Happy Frog all-purpose organic dry amendments and I fully mix the soil and nutrients to start the microbiome. These are 3-gallon pots. To finish, I will just fill the pot all the way to the top. Don't underfill your pots. Now, once your pots are completely full, it's time to saturate the medium with water. I fill up 3 quarts of tap water from my sink and then add a few drops of 100% lemon juice to lower the pH until it's about 6.2 to 6.5. pH is a step that a lot of beginners skip out on. However, it is absolutely essential to pH your water because the plant can only uptake specific nutrients at specific pH ranges. Once your medium has been saturated, it should feel damp and moist all throughout, but not soaking heavy / wet and muddy. You shouldn't have to water for at least 5 to 7 days. Now, there are a lot of methods to start the process of germinating seeds. In my opinion, it doesn't get any safer or easier than putting the seed into the soil about ½ inch deep. You want to do this right after you water. Next, get a clear plastic dome-shaped container and lightly spritz with water. You want to create small water droplets. Once the dome has been misted, I then press lightly into the soil to create a small microclimate that is more humid. This helps with germination. On average, nearly without fail, my seeds have sprouted within 72 hours, so it usually takes 3 days for you to see anything. I set the 150 watt light to start my seedlings at 35% power 2 feet away. Depending what light you choose, for most lights, roughly 25 to 40% power about 18 to 24 inches away is a safe bet to start your seedlings. Also, my light cycle is 24 hours, meaning they never turn off. There are a lot of ways to measure light intensity. However, I just look at the plant and see if it needs more or less light based on visual cues. If the stem is really thin and weak looking, this means the plant needs more light. You can either lower your light or increase the brightness. If your seedling is really small and short, it's a sign that the light is too intense and is stunting the growth of the plant. As you continue to grow, you will learn how the plants react to your light and know what settings your light should be at. Once you notice your soil is dry, I water the edges in a circle around the plant. It's important that all of your medium gets saturated enough so the nutrient salt buildup doesn't occur, which can create pH problems. The soil should be moist and damp all throughout the first 5 days since planting the seed to ensure a good start. Autoflower's life cycle is almost like a race. Each stage of its life cycle, it only has a short amount of time to grow in that cycle. It's very important to maintain an environment that is near perfect at all times in order to not stunt autoflowers. Whenever the topsoil is completely dry, I water again. If it's wet, I wait. The best way to care for your plants is to give it the best environment. Don't give it extra water, nutrients, etc. After about 11 days, this is how the sauerkraut autoflower is doing. It's starting to grow more leaves now, and the stem is getting thicker. Overall, this was a very successful start for the seedling stage. The plant is starting to take off now, and this is where things start to get really interesting really fast. As the sauerkraut autoflower continues to grow, all I will be doing is watering when dry around the edges up until about day 20, which is when I expect the plant to start transitioning into the full vegetative state. Thank you for joining episode 1 of the absolute easiest, fail-proof way to grow fireweed, where we talked about all the resources that you need to grow weed and how to get a good seedling/vegetative start. Episode 2 will be coming out as the plant continues to grow, and episode 2 will mainly focus on training, maintenance, and proper care. Thank you again for watching. I hope this helps you get a good start with an autoflower so you can grow top shelf, large plants that are not stunted.